Hey, good morning, y'all. Thank you for
Morning.
tuning in to another episode of Building Empires Network. You have your host, Andrea Cruz and Miss Christina
Good
Franco.
morning,
And today we have a special guest.
Miss Ninoska Soto.
Hey guys, good morning.
So, Miss Ninoska has been in the financial realm for a minute, and today she came to share with us and everybody else exactly what it is that her company and herself that they offer. And I think it's very good. Me and Andrea were talking to her right before and really getting into it. And as soon as you start to hear a little bit of the information, I mean, just so much comes out of it that is really needed for a lot of us. And
Yes,
it's so
for
important.
sure.
So who is Ninoska and where does Ninoska come from? The name.
Hi guys. Well, I'm from Honduras, but I've been here since I was 16 years old. Well, my name, they say it's from Russia. I really
I
don't
think
know.
so. Yeah, we were saying that. Ninoska.
Yeah. So, as I was saying, I came to this country when I was 16 years old, always with the mindset of business.
Nice.
Trying to build my own thing. I went to U of H. I graduated in 2018 with a major of
Cougars.
finance. Go Cougars!
Go Cougs.
With a major in finance and human resources. But I started my own thing like 3 years ago. As I said, financial industry, it has been in my blood. Building these things like 3 years ago already, helping our community.
Yeah.
I saw it was a necessity,
Mhm.
like a completely necessity for our community. They really didn't have the knowledge on how to handle their finances,
Right.
especially when you come from a different country as well. It's hard.
Right.
It's hard.
Right.
And the system in here, it's like, oh my God, another
Yes.
level.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I see the necessity in our community, and that's what I say. What can I do?
Right.
How can we help people get the knowledge to make sure they put their finances in order,
Right.
to make
Mhm.
sure they make the right decision?
Right.
Not having the knowledge to handle your finances can definitely lead to anxiety.
I agree.
Anxiety, depression. You really don't know where are you gonna find that solution. So
Right.
definitely, I'm very passionate about what I do. I love helping my community. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you for
Yes,
coming.
thank you for
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah, and yeah, let's teach our community how we do this.
All right, so let's get on the first thing, the first topic, guys. So we all know that everybody needs credit to excel to
Mhm.
separate levels. Now,
Yes.
if you're a person with a business, a lot of people think like, well, my credit, but it shouldn't be you anymore. You need to learn how to
Right.
separate yourself from
Mhm.
your business.
Yes, exactly.
And that's
That's
one,
a good point.
not just going to do your DBA, but creating your LLC, because a lot of lenders don't lend to DBAs.
Right.
They lend to the LLCs.
Mhm.
So it's very important to start that business relationship with the bank, with lenders, and just with vendors,
Right.
because
Right.
you're only as worth as what people will credit you to be able
Yeah.
to sell. Imagine if you only had $100 to invest and you invest your entire 100, you're broke until you sell the first thing.
Right.
So
Right.
remember that there's always taxes and different things behind it. And so with your personal line of credit and yourself, there's not as many write-offs.
Right.
And there's a lot of write-offs that you're missing when you're not putting it under your
Mhm.
actual business account. So that's very important. We're going to talk about separating right now your personal credit
Mhm.
and your business credit. And
That's
so this
good.
is what she really entails in doing. And then there's a kick at the end of this. If you stay long enough or you come back, because I know we're in the middle of the day, but there's a kick to it. So she has an affiliate program as well. But let's start first with the actual credit repair.
Yeah, so credit restoration has changed the whole game for a lot of people. When life happens,
Right.
Mhm.
There's sometimes people lose their jobs. They really can't pay their debts, and
Right.
they have these thousands of company calling them like 5-10 times a day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So they really don't know
Hey,
what
me,
to do.
me
Me.
calling them, hey, you want to know, can you sell me your house?
Hello.
It's
Yeah.
probably me. I'm just
And
kidding.
people really don't know what to do,
Right.
because they think like, well, there's not any solution that I have.
Mhm.
And basically having a credit restoration program will help them get rid of those negative items and have another opportunity to improve their finances.
Right.
So what we do with our program is, first things first, we pull out their credit report.
Mm-hmm.
We want to see every single negative item that they have, from late payments, collections, repossessions, bankruptcy. So we can also work with bankruptcies as long as they have been discharged by a judge.
Right.
But yeah, so basically the company create these dispute letters, and they send them for the clients, because we are in the fintech industry, and that's what I love. We try to make our process easier and faster for our people, because they can do all of this from their home. You know,
Right.
they don't have to go anywhere to do this. They can do it from home. And in the program, there's also a where we can protect their identity.
Okay.
People are very skeptical, and they're like, well, I just don't trust because it has happened before.
Mhm.
This person charged me thousands of dollars and nothing happened with
Yeah.
my credit,
Mhm.
and my identity was stolen. So we
Right.
basically find a solution for that, and their identity is completely protected. And we make sure that they understand how this works,
Right.
because we love them as clients, but we just don't want to have them back in
Right,
a couple of months,
yeah.
because it's not going to work if we restore their credit
Mhm.
and then 6 months later they come back because they couldn't understand how it works.
Right.
So in the program, we also teach them. That's our main thing. We teach them how credit works. People don't understand, because I have multiple calls from people saying, I don't know why my credit is so low and I have made all my payments on time.
Right.
Right. But they don't understand that their credit is based on 5 things. Yeah. And 35% is based on payments. 30% it's how much you own.
Right.
50% it's basically the types of credit that you have, new inquiries, and all of this compound your credit.
Mhm.
So you got to pay attention to all of this and make sure you understand how your credit works, so you can definitely meet your financial goals.
Right.
That's a big thing with credit. But definitely our program, it's amazing. A lot of people ask, how long does it take? It's a good question. I always have that question. And I said, how long did it take you to to earn your credit, right?
To call me to fix it. A long time.
Maybe like, how long did it take you not to pay those bills?
Yeah, so I always tell them, and it's true, like nobody, and not even a single credit restoration company can tell you, I'm going to fix your credit in 2 or 3 months. I'm going to put your credit in 800. Nobody can say that. That's completely illegal. So when somebody tells you that, just run away, y'all. Run away.
It's not that kind of thing.
Yeah, run away. But definitely the time it takes, it depends on what you have on your credit. Plus you being obedient on what you should do while we're doing this.
Right.
You should not make any late payment, because let's say you start with 5 negative accounts. We get rid of those in 3 months. Let's say that. And then you make another 2 late payments. Then
hey, they get themselves more in debt. Like, okay, now you have 4 more inquiries in here. Like, what's going on?
What are we doing here? Yeah, so definitely a credit restoration process. It depends also on the person, that they really understand that this is on them. Like we do our part. We take care of everything that's affecting. And in addition, we make sure we're adding positive lines.
Right.
Because there's some people who come to me with like just 10 accounts, and all of them are negative.
Yeah.
Right.
So once we remove those, they don't have no credit.
Right.
So we're still number one.
Right.
Right. So in the process, we take care of you having those positive lines that is helping your credit, because you really need those. Like a lot of people don't know that you can report your rent.
Right.
There's people who have been renting for like more than 5-7 years in the same place. And guess what? All of those payments, all of that time that you were paying rent, they can get reported to your credit report. So that's another positive line.
Right.
Having a secure credit card. So it's a lot of things that come in the process. And if you're obedient, if you see a lot of you're following instructions, you should be able to see amazing results. You know, I always tell everybody, give the program at least 4 to 8 months. Sometimes it may take longer, sometimes it may take less than that, but you just got to be obedient and follow instructions on how we do this. But definitely your program brings amazing results. A lot of people are able to see results like in 45 60 days, and they have their own client portal.
Right.
Nice.
I have seen a lot of bad experiences from my previous clients. They say, well, I just hired somebody and I don't know, I haven't received any call, any message. I don't know what's really going on.
Right.
You know, and they say the only thing that I know is I have 650 in Credit Karma
Mm-hmm.
and all of that. So definitely our clients has their own client portal. They
Yeah.
can check what was their credit score when they started, how is it going to be improving, what are
That's
the
nice.
things,
Yeah.
what are the things that have been getting removed, what should we do next, and all of that. So the client is always there watching everything that's really happening with their credit. So
Right.
in case they have a question, they can call me or they can call the company and stuff like that. But we're always there for everybody.
And I think that's something people need to really realize and understand is that you have a lot of people like, well, I got Credit Karma or I got Identity IQ or I have this and I have that. And I know because I have both.
Hey, I have them all. I have them all.
But the thing is that I did notice that when I signed up with you, because I did, and it was the fact that I'm able to dispute immediately.
Oh, I'm sure you're disputing.
Oh, I'm not everything.
I'm like dispute.
It wasn't me. No. It
That's
wasn't
funny.
me. No, but seriously,
Like we
I
heard that
am. I am. And
Even
there's
jam to the song. It
wasn't me. Yeah. And that's the thing is it's because there's some stuff on there that, you know, when there were hard times, they're still there because these people just keep putting it back on there and there's, you know, limitations. What I liked about it is that it was user friendly because I am not the greatest in computers or any of that, like programs and platforms. I'm like you literally have to teach me for me to know, but it was very easy. You were very informative. And then, like I said, you know, what you can start disputing online immediately is what's important. And, you know, because one of the things is that Identity IQ, and it's not knocking anything.
And they don't let me dispute.
They don't let me they don't do it for me. And they don't keep the record. And there's records of what is being disputed and what is being done. And with the other ones, it's just pretty much like you're just looking at your numbers, you know, and then they'll tell you, because I did call and I said, hey, well, you know, I just got this on my credit report and it just popped up and that's not me. And it wasn't me. I've never been to Washington like that, my address. And I'm like, this is wrong. Wasn't me. But what ended up happening is they're like, okay, well, you know, we got a couple of people you can call, or you can call, you know, TransUnion yourself or whatever, or you can get a credit company. And I'm like, well, what was the point of this? You know?
Yeah.
So it was like, it wasn't hand in hand. So it was like, they'll refer you to somebody, or you have to figure out how to do it yourself by calling the bureaus. And so her program does have all the letters and information, and then you can accurately keep it organized.
That's nice. I'm going to sign up.
Yeah.
And I have a question now. If you have like an LLC and then you have your personal, now how does that work? Does your personal credit affect the business, or is it two different credits? How does that work?
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's
a good one.
I want to know. That's why.
There's when you become wealthy.
Well, a lot of people make this mistake, and I have seen like, oh my God, many times where they use their personal credit to pay the expenses of your business. That's a no.
Yeah.
Especially because your personal credit, one of the main factors, and it's basically 30% of your whole credit score is how much you own. So obviously, if your debts are increasing on your personal side, then your credit score is going to be lower. However, on the other hand, with business credit, when you have a profile for your business, it doesn't matter what is the debt. Let's say you have a car of $100,000, right? You can own $90,000 of that. As long as you're making your payments on times, your credit under your business name is good.
Right.
Yeah, so that's a great thing because like a lot of people who have LLCs, they do that. Like they use their personal credit to pay for all of these business expenses. Having a business is not easy and it's not cheap either, right? So we start using our credit cards and everything that we have in our hand. But what about you building a business profile under your business so you can have your business completely separate from your personal credit.
Right.
So now you're going to have both credits great. Your personal one, because you really doesn't have debt. Now your business has a good credit and it has acquired all your debts. So it's definitely amazing to see that.
Right.
Because it's having a business credit will also open many doors and big doors because
Mhm.
banks will lend
You're
you more
bankable.
money.
Yeah.
I always
You
think
know?
of Christina whenever I say that.
What?
She's like, "You gotta be bankable, Andrea. You gotta be bankable.
You gotta be
Andrea."
bankable.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, bankable.
You're the
bankable.
bank, Andrea.
But yeah,
but-
and then banks see you like, hey, you're less risky, and we have better terms for
Yeah.
you as a business because we
Mhm.
can see what's really going on.
Mhm.
Right.
But definitely, you also need to have a business bank account. Like as I said, completely separate from your personal one.
Right.
You can still use your business account to pay yourself. You know, that's a big difference. And banks can see your bank account for the business and see how is everything
Right.
growing and all of these
Mhm.
things. But definitely having a business credit will change your
Everything.
entire
Mhm.
entrepreneurship life.
Right.
And
And that's true.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Andrea.
No, I was just gonna say, and that is something that I'm using. So I did get a American Express, and one of the tips that they did give me was like, hey, use it, pay for it, so
Mhm.
you can start building that credit.
Right.
And you also earn points, you
Mhm.
know. So you're
To
building, you're getting stuff for free.
Yeah.
And you know, I was just telling my husband, it's like we really need to know all of those credit card hacks because people
Yes.
get stuff for free all the
All
time.
the time.
You know,
You've got to learn those
Yeah.
savings,
Mhm.
especially
They're
those credits.
big deals.
Yeah, they are, especially like the college fund saving. All those things really add up in the end. And she did a post yesterday. It said it's the little things
Mhm.
that add up to the big things.
Right.
Because what if you do one big deal? It's one big deal, but you've got that constant flow of the little residuals coming in.
Yeah.
And I
Mhm.
think it's very important that people gravitate to that. You know, a lot of people are like, I don't want an 8 to 5, but that's that constant flow of residual. And, you know, so you need to have that. But going back to that business credit, the reason why I say business credit, folks, and I'm on that realm because I have retail stores. So imagine if my income a year is 150,000, but it doesn't make sense in the eye of the IRS because of the fact that I'm spending
Hey,
out of my
you're a
personal.
target.
Yeah, I'm always a damn target. I wish they
And
turned
they're
into
already
cutest.
like,
They have
Boy,
a
they got
special
those little
arrow.
things already.
I
for
got a
you.
name on that
And
arrow.
all
already.
7 stores.
Start to wonder.
Man,
Entire what?
yeah.
That is hilarious.
So one of the things that's very important is that we had to learn to leverage. So we had to reach out to different vendors,
Mhm.
and those vendors give us lines of credit of like, geez, you know, like sometimes 300,000, a million, whatever it is. Especially when we have the lumber store, which you already know. If you look at a General Home Depot, then you look at us, and we're stocked up all over. Then wood. Having to put all that stuff in a lot, you have to put a lot of money there. But what people don't understand is, oh, they got a lot of money, but they don't understand the percentage that comes out of it.
Mhm.
So I have to wait for that percentage to come back to me, but I still have daily compound. When you learn compound and you say compound, then I know your ass got a business. That means you don't even want to turn the lights on. You want to open the curtain.
That's
That's daily compound. You know, shit, I took a shower yesterday. I don't need to use the water today.
Dang.
Ain't that bad. No, but that's daily compound. So one thing you have to understand is when you can build business credit and you can take that to your vendors, you can use that. So you
Mhm.
have all that money still in your personal accounts, and you don't want to mix the two. Because if I'm spending $300,000 over here and I'm only claiming 150, there's a conflict.
Yeah.
There's a big conflict. I just went through the damn conflict, and we were laughing because the other day we had ran our credit, and this is the only time you laugh when you get an IRS thing. They're like, you got an IRS lien. And I was like, and then when we saw 73 cents, we were like, usually it's like,
It was like,
I know. Well, like, my husband, I was like, oh my God, 73 freaking cents. Like,
dang,
you
y'all
know,
can let that go.
hey,
geez.
we're a lot more
Let
civil.
anything go.
You know, when,
Jesus.
you know,
Yeah,
when-
we won our 73 cents.
yeah, you know, like we want it. And you know, like when everybody's going through COVID and they didn't have change, we're like, all right, fine, just keep it. But IRS, like, give me that 72 cents, 73 cents, whatever it was. Man, it was like dying. So that's why you really don't want to conflict the number. It's crazy. But I tell on myself because it's true shit that happens. People never talk about their problems.
Yeah.
If you ain't got problems, you you just ain't being honest.
You're
'Cause
dead.
yeah, you're dead. You ain't being honest. You know, if everything's hunky dory, whatever, that's a damn lie. But we all have problems. But financial problem is the root to everything. It's the root to relationships breaking up. It's the roots to your kids trying to live up to the Joneses kids. And it's always the finance. It's always those things. So you want to leverage your credit for as much as you need for your personal lifestyle. And don't overdo it. And then you want to have it for your business lifestyle.
Yeah.
But the benefit to business credit is you have, which we've learned along the way, is you have business expenses, meaning you can go on a business trip to go see Grant Cardone or go see whoever. The ticket's $5,000. Oh, okay, it's fine. If those are your write-offs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I do a lot of masterminds.
Yeah.
I mean, because they're paying for my education, so might as well invest in yourself, and it's a deduction. I get to have fun, and I get to deduct it, and I got to learn, network, everything.
Yeah. And imagine how much you could grow if you had that leverage to actually go in a room with people who are doing more than you than just staying idle. You know, to actually go and visit. Hey, what am I doing wrong? They'll actually know that you invested as much as they did to be in that room. They're going to share. You know. People that did not invest, they don't want to invest in you because you haven't taken that step to do what they did and invest as much as they did. So I think that's very important.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of, I would say at least 80% of people do not have the financials right. They don't, and I've met people that are working and they're making money, but everything they make, they spend. And they don't know, how to save, how to invest,
It's a lack of knowledge. They really don't understand, as you said, everything that you do for your business and you spend for your business it can be a deductible in your taxes. You can save tons of money there. And some people, I got a client a couple of weeks ago and he called me and he was like, I have a business, but not a business actually, because he was making $15,000, $20,000 per month, but he didn't even have an LLC, So, and it's a business that it's going great, but they don't have an LLC. And I was like, oh my God, how your taxes are looking because you're putting
it's on a DBA. They don't deduct nothing.
They don't deduct anything. No, so how much money you're really paying?
What are you keeping?
Yeah. Exactly. Nothing. But yeah, it's definitely, if you have a business, you need to register as an LLC, start building business credit. And our business credit program, it's amazing because it doesn't matter if you don't have a business yet. We will walk you through that. We say, hey, step one, it's you need to register your business. And we do that as well. So we help them register in any state. We register the business. The next step is go open a bank account, and they have a whole completely profile about their business. We ask questions, and probably on the first 2 days that they start, we're going to start applying to these credit cards under the business names already. And that's basically tier one. And then that's how we go along the way. And we promise them that we're going to be with them until their company will be approved for a minimum of $50,000. And that's minimum. And the company will be with the business owner until that happens. And basically it can be more because if you have already, like you said, you have an American Express card, so you started already. So you're moving your feet, and then it's gonna be faster. In your case, it's gonna be a faster process. But imagine in 2-3 months, your business can be approved for $100,000. Imagine what those $100,000.
Girl, you gotta sign me up right now. Sign me up right now. I'm getting started with her as soon as we're done with this podcast. Because the thing is, there's a lot of things that I'm not using in my business credit that I know I should be using. I know, but it's just so many things when you're in business. You gotta know this, you gotta know that. But it's good to have someone take care of that because that's a very important thing, And one of the things that I don't know, I wanted to ask you too, and I think you're the one who told me about that even my own home, I should move it to my business, because those payments, they're gonna be deducting. Why are we not all doing this?
Yeah, because you can definitely
like Scarlett.
You can definitely have your a small space in your house as your office.
Yes,
and just renting it to yourself.
There you go. You know what? I have a couple of offices in my house that I haven't been putting on there.
Yeah, but it's when you're in the entrepreneurship life, it's as you said, it's just so much that we have
Right.
that we really sometimes
Mhm.
don't pay attention to the main things.
That's
Like
true.
having an amazing business credit will definitely fix any problem that you
Yeah.
can have.
Mhm.
You know, like because as I said at the beginning, life happens,
Right.
and you personally may not be okay. You know, in the couple of 5-6 months. You know
Mhm.
how the war is right now.
Right.
But what about if your
Mhm.
business has a great credit? You know, you can be in debt. You personally in a $100,000 or $200,000 loan under your business name can solve your personal problem.
Right.
Yeah, so there's many things that you can do with having business credit, and it's many doors, many
Yeah.
solutions, everything.
Well, you pretty much want to turn everything. You don't own nothing no more. Your business is pretty much took over your life, and now that's how it should be.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Christina she tells me that over and over, and I'm like, man, I'm trying to transfer everything over there. But it's true, you know, because it's like we you know, when you start your business, you're not really focused on that. You're like, hey, how can I make? But if I can start over again, that should be the first thing, because you know what you're working with. Hey, where's my credit at? Well, how can I get it higher? Which credit cards are going to benefit me to help me, you know, give me, you know, either free money and I can build credit, and I'm also building credit. I'm getting free money at 0 interest, and I'm getting free stuff. Like American Express was the best thing that could have happened to Cash for Keys. Because we put everything on there. We pay it off, and it's like building our credit. We get to stay, you know, free hotels, free flights. And it's like, all I'm doing is the same thing. But now I'm trying to get the house mortgage to the same thing. So it could, you know, it makes sense. And there's always a secret to all of this. And it's like, we need to be smart financially. You know, that's one of the things around Cardone's. Like, if you're not smart financially, there's no point of nothing, because you're not going to know what to do with the money you're making. You're going to be back at square one another 2 years. So becoming financially educated is very, very important. And just having someone like her, you know, I'm like, damn, that's really nice. I'm going to sign up. You know,
it's very important that you get with somebody who has the actual lingo and the knowledge. Because if you did, just by chance, you had to make that phone call, you have the words to battle with, you know, versus that is your only shot. And that's when they just click on you, because there's no conversation. And people nowadays do not communicate. They do not communicate. And they'll be like, you know what? She couldn't even explain herself. She didn't know what she wanted.
Hey, they're going to tell them, hey, have you heard of the new click? What click? Click, click. That is funny.
That's another one. Y'all better write these down. There are 25 episodes of Andrea. We're 26. 27. I'm sorry, 27. Y'all better write these down. Today is click. Last week was Furus.
Oh my God. I know that one was funny.
No, but we're talking about gurus, and she called them Furus. I was like, oh my God, there it is. You better write them down. Yeah, but so thank you for checking into the Click Club. But no, but it's really true. And I think that our business, until we started actually getting lines of credit, business credit, we weren't growing. It was just like, okay, you know, 10 water heaters. You can sell 10 water heaters all day, but you're still paying a fraction, you know, of the price just to make 10, 20, $30. But when I go straight to the manufacturer and I'm buying truckloads and then dispersing them between, you know, 7 locations and keeping them at the main location, it's like, boop, you almost pay half, you know? So it was like my profit's higher. And that's the thing. There's tiers. There's tiers to everything in life. There's just tiers to everything. So if you have the patience to actually wait it out and educate yourself, I like it because there's education behind it. And like I said, you are armored with the words to go in and battle. You know, if you don't know what you're asking for, there's dispute letters. There's certain numbers on the letters. It's like a form 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it is. They prepare you with those. You know, they prepare you with the legalities for you to be able to communicate on their level, because everybody wants to make you look or feel stupid.
Right.
I usually play coy until I'm right under their wing and then I bite them, then I come back, but I wanted to gravitate. But the thing is that, so you have to have that lingo. And I do that in every field of aspect of life that I deal in, whether it's with credit with her. I mean, I've had questions. She's answered. We Zoomed, they have their whole,
Nice.
they have their whole text message thing where everybody's putting their information in there. It's a big group. It's a big group. So you can always have some type of community. And in every business you want a community. And community is so important because, like I said, my store burned down. And when the store burned down, the community came. Oh my God, my store's already up and running. There's stores that I saw burn down that didn't come back up till after 2, 3, 4 years, waiting on insurance, waiting on this, waiting on that. I didn't wait. I had my lines.
I was going to tell them why you didn't wait. And that's one of the important things that you mentioned to us last time was and that we need to talk about that. Tell them why you didn't wait, Christina. Because if it was somebody else or didn't know that, what was the difference there?
One of the things is one, I never tell anybody not to get insurance. You have to have insurance. My building was so old, they were telling me my business was more of a hazard. I would get my policy and they'd write it. And then when they had to go walk the property, they'd cancel it. So it was like, shit. I had one person telling me that it was going to be like $18,000 damn near a month.
Oh, wow.
Because you got to think about it. I have over $7 million of content in there, whether water heaters. I mean, one little plumbing thing like this is $11.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. So all those things in there by multitudes of years and whatever. Listen, I didn't have the insurance and I had to think like an investor and put on my investor hat and put on my credit hat. Okay. I do loans. A lot of people don't know that I do loans because it's with the chosen few who I work with. Been doing loans for a long time because I don't want to set nobody up for failure. Okay. But the thing is that I knew that I had a lot of equity in my properties. Back in the day, I probably bought properties for $18,000, $12,000. $8,000, and they're still rented.
Where are those days?
Yeah, where are those days? Yeah, I know, right? And that was just in 2012.
Hey, that just tells you, how old you are. Now.
Hey, stop. Back in the days of cotton.
Dang.
But for sure. So what is the first thing? Christina and her kids, we all sit down, we talk, whatever. And, we're looking at $300,000, $400,000, $600,000. We're just going to get it back up and go. Because just the cleaning was probably about a good $50,000 to $60,000.
Wow.
Just the dumpsters, the cleaning and everything that had to go. So it was like, okay, what are we doing? We're just going to keep going 100%. So what do we have? We have a lot of liquidity. We got so much money sitting in these properties. Yank it out. Yank it out. And remind yourself that when you need to do a cash out refi,
hey, that's when you're a boss.
Yeah.
And I love how, one of the things I wanted to tell you and your family, like how proud I am of all of y'all.
Thank
because
you.
I mean, you guys didn't waste no time. Y'all weren't over here like dwelling like, oh, it's gonna happen this. Y'all acted fast, cleaned up, and the fact that you guys are up and going, like, dude, that's like kudos to you guys. Like, that's amazing. And you're showing
it'll click.
You're showing people like, look, like shit happens. I know nobody was expecting that, but you guys bounced back so quick and you guys are up and going.
I was in shock because I think a week before it was when she started, with us. And I was like, and when I called her and I sound her voice just normal, I was like, are you okay? Like, oh my God.
Hey girl.
I'm that Chucky doll. Yeah. I'm okay.
Oh
yeah, but it was incredible to see.
Shocked, like,
My husband, I woke up that morning and he just kind of got shook up in the closet, and I said, "No, we're not going to fucking do this.
I love it.
We're going to pray. You're not going to
Get
cry.
your shit together. Hold
your shit together. Yeah, we're not going to do this. We're not going to cry.
I love it.
We're not even going to get there. We're not even going to answer our phone. We're not going to do nothing. We're just going to drive. We're going to listen to Joel Osteen the whole way.
I love it.
And as soon as we get there, I know it's going to be a different factor. You're not going to cry." And he was like, "Well, okay." He never tells me okay.
Hey, I can already see Christina holding
your leg up.
You're not gonna cry. I'll be like, yes.
No, and we did, and we prayed, and then when I got there, it was surreal. It was very surreal to see all the flames. I think the hardest thing I saw was the firefighters. I mean, on the floor full of
Yes.
water. It felt like I reignited and relived a 9/11.
Wow.
It really felt that way. I worked for the Mercantile at that time, so I was on the phone with agents when we just heard the. It was crazy.
Was it New York?
Wow.
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah. I did insurance for many
I
years.
didn't know that.
Yeah, girl, there's a whole lot
Of
that you
course,
don't
I
know.
mean,
Yes,
No,
I had
you
to take
told me
that
about
on.
Chicago, and I knew York.
Yeah, that's why I was
That
over there.
everywhere.
Yeah,
Everywhere.
that's everywhere, girl. I love everything.
You've done it all.
Yeah, but that is one of the things. So it was really sad. And the things that we take for granted, everybody thinks a firefighter just lays up and sleeps and then rolls down the pole when they go out. Oh my God. I will tell you, when I saw all those, I think there was a total of 12 or 13 fire trucks there. I realized it was very surreal when I saw the private trucks coming with the volunteers jumping out of these trucks.
Wow.
You know, I was like, oh my God. We went to McDonald's. Went to McDonald's. We went and bought them food.
But I can't forget that McDonald's.
Can't forget the McDonald's. You know, went and bought them food. We brought back drinks. You know, we were there. And I mean, what else could I do? You know, you almost feel responsible for all these people out there, you know? And so I'm just looking, and my husband's looking, and he teared up a little bit. And I'm like, you know, it's about time. Yeah. You know, it's good, but it's get it out your system. And now I stay shocked at how strong he's been. But it did bring the family closer together, because once I started noticing the store started having so many branches, everybody's just started kind of going more and more and more apart. So it kind of really gave everybody a different direction. Even though we were in the same puddle, it was a different direction. And now it's like the kids are calling every day. Everybody's there. It's just so surreal, you know? And it's kind of how they say, when I just told this to my husband this morning, I said, it's so funny because it feels like when the hurricane comes, everybody gets together and hunkers down.
Yeah.
I feel like we just got back together and hunkered down, you know, and let's just do this. When I saw my kids out there, Christian, I mean, with those bulldozers, the funniest thing was when this kid brought a trailer dragging down the street with little sparks flying everywhere because it didn't have no tires.
Oh my God.
He drug a trailer there, and he said, Mom, that's your new office. I was like, I guess, okay.
Like, we'll make it happen anywhere.
So anyway, after it was already in the evening, the fire was barely getting, you know, going down. The firefighters left. It was about 12, 13 hours. And then, but the next day when we were cleaning, another fire sparked. It was way at the bottom. Wow. So we put it out, but it was just so crazy the way things were just handled. And the firefighters were professional. That's professional as you can freaking be. It was so sad to see them like on their knees taking down the cells. Like, this shit just ain't real. You know, whoever did it, whatever, for whatever reason. Everybody tells me, you got enemies? No, I don't. I can't tell you that I have enemies. I really help more than what I would ever harm. You know, it was just meant for somebody else, or it was just meant out of hate. You know, they always tell me, you know, do you think of anyone? I could probably think of one person, you know, one company, you know, that is a competitor, but what for?
Home Depot. No,
not even. One time I had this guy.
Girl.
Hey, you didn't see the time that I went live? There was this guy. He's a competitor, and he was following me. Yeah, and I put him on Facebook. You remember that?
No, I don't remember.
And so anyway, those same people, you know, they went out and they were talking mess. And actually, yeah. Wow. But it's okay. You know, the fire they planted for me fired me the hell up, because we are back at it. We are back at it, and way stronger. Even though we took a financial hit, I look at it so positive, because I get there. And even though inside it's not the greatest little building, it's a little building, everybody's in there ready to work. It feels clean. It feels lifted. It doesn't feel like the same stressful little hole that we were going to every day, stressed out.
But you know, even that, if y'all took like a financial hit, it's better, because it's like you guys get to start over.
Oh again. God, we get to start over. I feel like I told my husband, I said, you know what?
That's like a good thing.
A lot of people,
if that thing would have burned, y'all would ever try to say, let's start over.
Yeah, a lot of people doesn't have the courage to do that.
Yeah,
still like
no. And it's not just the courage, it's the money. I don't think if I had the leverage, you know, because imagine how much stuff burned. And I paid for everything that in there was pretty much paid, so I owe no one, thank God. But the thing is that I had my vendors come and say, hey, let's go put this out there. Hey, let's go put this out there. So I got like dating, which they call, 90-day dating, 120 dating, where they give you the stuff on credit for so long, like a consignment. And they know Christina's going to, she's gonna sell that shit. She's
about to go
gonna sell that
live.
shit. Yeah.
Hey, as it's coming in. Look what's coming in.
You have to have a sales mentality.
Yeah.
It was so crazy because 3 years ago, or almost 4 years ago, my little hardware store, we won the Women's Award for roofing. We sold the most roofing, even more than Home Depot. I mean, I had a list. This is when I learned about SMS and text messaging. I didn't use it just for real estate. I used it for my roofers. I separate my roofers, my fencing companies or whatever. And so I would text all the roofers, hey, I got a load of shingles coming up. It's this color, whatever. If you need it, inbox me. And there it was. By the time the truck was there, it was gone.
Nice.
It was gone. I was telling him, send me another truck. But I kind of backed out of it a little bit.
You won the award for your own store. Hey, the best salesperson.
There you go. Yeah, I know, right? I still didn't get paid.
Yeah, I know, right? You know how they have the thing on Walmart, like for the best. Christina was there.
I had my picture in the front.
I sell everything.
Nah, but the one thing I could teach anybody is learn how to manage your money. Mm-hmm. Really learn how to manage your money. If you want to jump on a team, call us, reach out.
What if we have a class?
I think
why don't we do like we could do a women's class where we can, if you're getting started in any kind of business, it doesn't have to be real estate.
No, it doesn't.
Come out and talk to us and see how we're able to help.
Set yourself up right. A lot of you women have hair businesses from home. You need to set yourself up right, or you're gonna always be at home. No, but you're good. You had your own thing.
I know. No, I don't have it anymore.
Yeah, it's just when we bond together.
Yeah,
we can just create
big things.
And it's needed. And it's needed. A lot of powerful women are just like hiding because they feel like they don't have support or they just don't have the knowledge. And nobody's there to like, hey, imagine what would have happened if you were not, being ready for what happened. Where would you be at this point? And because of your amazing money management skills, then your store, it's up and running.
And and I had a question because this could be for people that are thinking about getting started or already got started but don't have funds or anything. Now, how soon? I know a lot of businesses, when you open an LLC, you can go get money, right? A bank will give you money. Now, how does that work for people like, they started their LLC?
So when they start their LLC, and let's say their personal credit is great. So a lot of banks, what they use, it's basically personal guarantor or guarantee, where they will use your personal information, your personal credit score to kind of like protect what you're gonna get, but it's gonna be under your business name. If you get approved, because I was afraid of that at the beginning, because I was like, okay, I don't want to have a huge debt under my name because my business still doesn't have credit. But banks definitely give you that. Like they will if your personal credit is good.
Right.
If it's not, then you really gotta wait because you gotta build your business credit and then you can go to a bank. But if your personal credit is great, then you can go get a loan, and they're gonna run your personal credit. You're gonna have an inquiry, and it will affect your credit score. However, the debt is going to be under your business name, which is going to help you build that business. And in a couple of months, then you can start, getting more credit cards and all of that. So that's why we have everything, like every solution, because if somebody just opened an LLC and they ask me that question, then how is your personal credit? Well, it's not that good. Okay, so you have two options. Either, and what my advice for these people is just go for the business credit. Right. Because in the business credit program, it also includes your personal credit for a whole year. Okay. So we're going to be building your business credit, and we're going to take care of your personal credit at the same time. So you're basically, it may be your personal credit get fixed quicker because is it that you kind of had it bad, but we're going to fix it while we're waiting for your business credit
Right.
you
Right.
know, to get built. So it's definitely it's over there, and we do offer also business loans.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we do
Mhm.
have business loans, and it all depends on the personal credit score. I think the lowest credit score that I have seen is what 580,
Mhm.
580, and the minimum time that you need to have a business is like 6 months.
Nice.
So
Okay.
you can get a personal loan from there, and or you can have a business loan.
Mhm.
So we have everything. When somebody comes to me and I kind of ask them, what is your business goal? You know,
Mhm.
where do you see yourself in 2 years?
Mhm.
So it doesn't matter what business you have. I just want to hear what is your goal, because based on your goals, then we can create a game plan for you.
Mhm.
Personal credit, business credit, and in a couple of months we can apply for a personal loan, business
Mhm.
loan, and we
Mhm.
go.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I
Guys,
tell a
if
lot of
you-
people to
yeah.
use. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say if you are, this is good for everybody. You know,
If you
So-
want to join a community, you know,
And
join
that's
our
that's one of
community.
the things too, because as I was sharing with y'all earlier, I graduated from U of H, and after I started my journey with what I do now,
Mhm.
I joined an amazing community.
Mhm.
We're called Power Up, and we basically have built a support system
Mhm.
like nobody else.
Right.
Like they're over there for you to support you, and it doesn't matter what is your background,
Mhm.
you know, because we do support each other. We make sure we put a vision in yourself. There's a lot of people who really don't have a vision, don't have a
Mhm.
goal. They don't even know why they want to be successful. So
Right.
it's sad, you
Mhm.
know, it's sad when you're alive.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with you? You know,
Mhm.
They don't have a purpose.
Mhm.
You know, like
Yes.
to wake up.
yeah, and it was hard for me at the beginning because I'm kind of like have a strong personality. So when I was asking somebody and they were like, I just don't know, so I was gonna get no mad, but like, how?
Hey, grab them from their shirt.
Hey, Christian Andre, damn it.
Like, how on earth you don't have? Yeah, you don't
Get
have
out. I'll be like, just get out.
Just get out.
I can't deal with this.
But it's life happens and people have different perspective,
Mhm.
and that's something that my community has helped me to understand. You know,
Right.
it's everybody has a different vision, everybody has their own purpose in
Mhm.
life, and they just do it at their own pace.
Mhm.
Right.
And it's different than yours,
Mhm.
because you know, like for what happened to you, Christina, there's other people will be like devastated,
Yeah.
still
Right.
thinking about what happened,
Still
Right.
sitting there in the store looking at
thinking about
everything.
looking at everything. And
No.
what happened with you and how you got from there faster was you thought about the solution instead of the
Mhm.
problem.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, you just like,
Mhm.
I gotta solve this. And a lot of people waste their time
Mhm.
thinking about
Dwelling
the,
on what happened.
Right.
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
problem, and they don't think about the solution.
No.
Yeah.
So definitely we do have an amazing support system.
Yeah.
That's good.
We help you get on your feet
Mhm.
and see like yourself in 10 years.
Right.
You know, where do you want to be? What are you expecting from life?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you know, I guess you know what you guys offer, and a lot of people when they start, they're lost. You know,
Mhm.
nobody knows how to run a business. You know, when I first started, I didn't know that I needed to get an LLC. I just know a DBA, go to there, they
Yeah.
open an account, but they don't teach you how to do any of that. So
Mm-mm.
people get discouraged, you know, around, you know, whenever they starting, because they start to be like, oh, it's not like this, it's not like that. So they're like,
Mhm.
oh, this is not for me, you know, not knowing that, hey, we all went through that. We
Right.
all went through that.
Mhm.
But what she's offering is like a setup to set you up, to get you started, to if you're going to start your own business,
Mhm.
get you started with to see what your personal credit is,
Yep.
to see if you can qualify for a loan for your business, you know. And I know a lot of people didn't know that, because I didn't know.
Yeah.
You know,
You're
like-
gonna join our team, Andrea?
I'm already joined.
I tell you, the reason why I brought Ninoska is because I saw valid points. And
Mhm.
last week, if not the week before, it was last week, I said there's going to be some pivotal points that there's time for preparation. Right
Preparation.
right
Right.
now that things are getting very tight, we have options to dispute and erase a lot of debts right now.
Guys, get on the dispute team.
Get on
And
the dispute
we're gonna
team.
call it the
I do
dispute
want to
team.
say something though, because I know you mentioned something about disputing online.
Uh-huh.
What she meant is just disputing in our system.
Yeah, in their
So,
system.
Look, do not dispute anything online.
No.
Do not dispute anything on
No.
Credit Karma. Do not dispute
Mm-mm.
anything. Why? Because you're gonna lose many rights.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's better when you actually hire
Somebody's
somebody.
signing up too.
Yeah. It's better when you actually have proofs. Like we
Mhm.
have our dispute letters and everything is in your own portal. Like
Yes.
you have everything
Nice.
there where you can find, and the words, the vocabulary that we use,
Mhm.
it's just amazing. So when you basically dispute something online, you're not saying anything.
Yeah.
You're not saying why it's being.
Hey, they just put the button there so it make you feel good.
Yeah, and a lot of
Pretend like
people,
you're disputing
and
it.
a lot of people do that. And then there's many people who say, "Well, credit restoration is easy. I can do it myself." All right, and they
Mhm.
always ended up calling me in 4
Yeah.
months. Hey, it didn't
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah,
But
because you
yeah.
will lose your paperwork.
Yeah.
You will lose your paperwork. Fires can happen.
Fires can happen.
Seriously, you can lose your paperwork. You can lose a lot of things. But I will tell you right now that when you have an actual cloud, learn to get a cloud, upload everything that you have that's important, and get into an actual program, the platform. That's the right word. Get into a platform that's set for you where you could upload your things and you have exactly what you sent. Because if you're like, oh, let me go find it, that might be you were on the phone for 30 minutes and you got to go find it.
Yeah.
Okay, just give me 1 second. You just click, 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 click. Bye. There you go.
Ah, look at Christina.
Yeah,
over
I'm
there.
learning.
I'm like, girl, hey, you was
I'll be here next week.
Before it was like Christina, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, but
No.
you get organized. It's
Yeah. And it's really crazy because before, like when I was in the 780s, 790s, it was like, no, I can't. I can't run my credit. I can't. I was like,
good. Don't even look at it.
don't even look at it. Don't touch my credit. Everything was a freeze. And now, if they pull it for something, I'm okay because I know I have my business. It's separate from my personal, and I don't really even have to use my personal as much anymore
That's awesome.
as I just use that. And it's very important. Now, the big juice right now. A lot of people call me and they're like, Christina, I have about $30,000, $40,000 to invest. I want to buy a property. You need to put your money into certain areas. And okay, a lot of people don't know that I went to St. Thomas University and I took finance, and it was very important why I did it. And I never used it until recently. And it was like, I don't want to be over there. I don't want to get dressed. I want to just be in my chanclas. That's just me. But guess what? I'm a financial chicken chanclas. No, but the thing is that,
She's all in, everything in
shit,
one.
I tell you what, I'll do whatever makes it work. If it works, if the numbers make sense, I'm gonna do it. But the thing is that you need to be bankable, and you need to create your own bank. Where I'm going with that is this company also helps people develop a trust. What is a trust? It's the ultimate protection, Ninoska.
Yes. Yay. It's not a will, y'all.
It's not a will.
Not a will.
I'm gonna do the trust.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, we also offer trust programs for people to protect their assets.
Yes.
Period.
Real protection.
Real protection. When you leave a will, it's
Open door.
It's an open door, and then especially for those people who are left behind, all this paperwork,
The
all
kid
this taxes
you didn't
thing.
claim.
Yeah.
It's gonna come out.
That's just my baby daddy.
And then many husbands that will appear out of nowhere.
Yes.
Be like, wait, I wasn't married to
Be like, hey, you didn't love me then.
She was the love of my life.
I know, yeah.
Be like, back then they didn't want me. Now they all own me.
Shit, now I'm dead. They all want me.
Hey, now that she's dead, everybody comes out.
Everybody comes out. Like, what?
But yeah, definitely having a trust, because like it's at the beginning you start building your business, you hustle, you're going through all the obstacles, and you finally made it happen. Now you're making more, you have this extra money. What are you going to do with it?
Right.
There's a word that I love from Christina, bankable.
Bankable. You got to be bankable.
Yes. So definitely having a trust it's like a shield for your assets. It's gonna protect you for any personal liability as well.
Right.
Because we don't know what can happen in the future. You may get sued for something.
Mm-hmm.
And all of this is going to protect your stuff, protect your assets. Because a lot of people become millionaires or billionaires because they really know and learn what to do
Mhm.
once you're making that extra money,
Right.
because you're not gonna get anywhere if you're making that extra money but you're just living your life, you know.
Mhm.
So definitely having a trust, it's amazing. It will definitely take your finances and your loved ones in the future in a really great place,
Mhm.
and your money is completely protected. And as I said, it's a big difference
Mhm.
than having a will.
Right.
A lot of people, I learned this a couple of years ago. I thought it was just a will.
Right.
Mhm.
I didn't know there was like such a thing as a trust.
Right.
I thought like everybody, you were just creating a will,
Mhm.
but I didn't know what was behind all of this,
Mhm.
you know. And definitely when you don't put your things in order, the state will take care of some
And they will
percentage.
designate where your money is going and then charge you a certain amount
And at
for
the
the
end, you're
fee to take
Take
care
care.
of it. And it's like, I like,
Yeah.
so
what?
at the end of those 100,000 that you left, you just ended up with 5,000.
Yeah. And that's a true number.
Yes,
That's a true number. I'm dealing with somebody right now in a probate situation. Kid popped out of nowhere. And after all of the fees, it was 400 and something odd dollars that was left in a bank account. Okay. No beneficiary other than who the kids were, not even a will. It's just probate. And so at the end of everything, it's been 6 years, a lot of letters, a lot of conversations, and the attorney has everything documented from 6:39 to 6:55. Everything was timed and cost. They have $1,800 that they're gonna split. $1,800.
I will
Wow.
die again.
What? How much? How long would it take you to spend 400 and something $1,000 in 6 years? You could have done so much with that versus coming to an agreement. And then now that they're at the agreement, because everything times are so tough, they're like, you know what? Let's go ahead and just agree,
But
get
what
our
was
money.
the problem? Why they took so much? Because it
Not
wasn't
agreeing.
beneficial. Oh, not agreeing.
Not agreeing.
So
Yeah.
the bank keeps taking money
Yeah.
from
Well,
them.
they got to go to court.
All of those
because all the
fees.
All the fees.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
The court, the appointed
They hire the
attorneys,
assistant
they-
number
One of the
assistant
things
number two.
too that my mom was telling me, because she had to put me under, if you have a bank account and you have money, you don't have nobody under your beneficiary, they keep that
They keep
money.
it.
So I don't know if people know that they need to have somebody
Yeah.
under,
Mhm.
because otherwise the bank's gonna just keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have a bank account, you better go and talk to them and see
Yeah,
what's
go
going to
talk
happen.
to them and
Yeah.
tell them
Yeah.
that you do have a beneficiary and just leave
And
that specific
it's
name.
those small questions that when we
Mhm.
open an account, we just don't pay attention to.
No.
You know,
No.
because
Mm-mm.
we never think that it's going to happen to us.
Yeah. Or
Right.
here's
And
the
then-
thing: when me and my husband go and fly off a bridge, and he's my beneficiary, I change up. Where's the money going? Nowhere. Yeah, we both fell off the damn bridge.
They both fell off. The bank's like, yes. Both could have been better.
Yeah, but it's just lack of knowledge,
Yeah.
people, because we just hustle a lot trying to make it happen and trying to build that money. The once we have it,
Mhm.
we're just happy and excited, and
Yeah.
then
You
I don't
don't
know
know
where
how to
next day we
structure.
die.
I need to
Yeah.
get you with my parents too, because
Mhm.
hey, let them put everything under me. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
We're just having a meeting in your
Right.
No, but I think it's very important, guys. Now, from trust, we need to talk a little bit about annuities. The reason why annuities is so important is you put your properties in your trust. You put your money in your annuity. The reason why you put your money in your annuities is because that annuity gains a interest, as well as you can lend it to your projects. And if you have it structured in another way, you really can't lend it to yourself. So you want something to where you can still self-direct and use it. So you really want to look into those things. We'll have a meetup and
What's
we'll talk
annuity,
about it.
Christina?
Annuity is where you put your money in there. It's kind of like a self-direct IRA,
Mhm.
401, however you. It's just another way of saying it, but it's a way that you kind of disperse the money and you let it.
So you're putting
Yeah.
your money in your own bag.
You gotta be
Bankable.
bankable. Yeah. So then you become your own bank. And that's when I tell people years ago, we went to this meetup And I was asking for money, and they looked at me because my credit score was like a 5, and I really didn't know, because I didn't know. I thought cash was king. I was that fool, cash king, cash king.
Yeah.
But
Christina was like, my credit score is a 5, but I'm
Here's
a
a
10.
cash.
Hey, but I'm a 10.
I'm a 10.
So, can we meet in the middle?
Shit. If you show me 5,000, that's probably all you got, because people with money do not show what they have. They don't. People with new money show what they have, but it does not last long. When you talk about liquidity, that shit turns to liquid. It goes right down the drain.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people that got money will not
down
show
the
you.
toilet.
Right down the toilet.
Yeah.
You know,
Chorro.
there you go again. One more word. One more word. But it's true though. So you have to understand how to start really being in control of your own money. But it takes discipline. It takes a team. And you have to be in a community. So we're opening up our doors. And if you want to join our team, then this is where she's going to talk about her realm of it. Why did I join? Because I think it's very important to have the lingo, the knowledge, and everything that comes with it. But before you think I'm throwing you a sales pitch, I want you to actually re-listen to this in a little while, okay? And I want you to understand that just a couple of days ago, my money was marked for bills, okay? 2-3 weeks ago, my money was marked for every bill that I needed. If you don't learn how to early on financially structure yourself to where, what if something happens, I can bank on myself and not bank on God first, but not bank on anybody else. If I would have went to get a loan, they would have said, where's your paperwork? It burnt. Yeah, the dog chewed it up. It burnt. My paperwork burned down. If I went over there and said, hey, I need to borrow money, I need a loan on my business equipment or whatever, where's your paperwork? It's not there. So then the second thing is, I would have been held back. But because I have so much knowledge in the financial realm, being in loans and brokering and things like that, I was able to structure my own loans and get my own loans within days. And in the days we started to the days where we're at today, I'm still bankable on myself. And you need to learn. It's not a cocky attitude when somebody's trying to tell you, let me bring you on my boat. We can all float like Noah. I got no problem. I got no problem. The thing
Call
is,
it the Noah's boat.
there you go. So basically, there's a movie called All the Money in the World. I'll say it again, All the Money in the World. And it's based on a gentleman that was in California. We went to look at his John Getty. We went to go look at his properties and everything. Now they're all museums. If you're ever in California, go check it out. But the thing is that his thing was, they went and they kidnapped his grandson. And the family was so upset because he wouldn't pay the ransom. But he has all the money in the world. Why wouldn't he pay the ransom? It was in the trust. And you cannot take that out without losing pretty much half of what you have. Now, I probably would have said, forget the trust. I got to get my kid. But if you really understand, the word trust isn't how much I trusted him or I couldn't trust my grandpa. It was his money was tied up in a trust. So this is why I'm telling you, when you are thinking about a trust, don't be the misconception of, I need to put it all in my trust. You need to put your properties in your trust and your finances in an annuity. So that's why I said you need to get with the right people who are educated.
Now I get it.
That realm. Now you get it.
She told me that like 20 times.
Yay!
Yeah, because you're not going to need to move your properties every single day. You can always pull your property out and do whatever you're going to do with it, but you cannot, move your money out of there like that. So, it has to only be for growth. So it's kind of minimal of how you can use it. So you really want to be in the realm where, hey, I'm in control. There is nothing greater than being in control of your own money and being your own bank, so, like I said, so now I'm going to pass it on to Ninoska because she knows more of her product, of what she has. And like I said, I hope you join our team.
Yeah, we're waiting for you.
Yes.
But so you guys have here is like talking about you having a business, and there's some people out there saying, what about if I don't have a business? You know,
Get you one.
Yeah.
how
Get you
can I
one.
get
Get
a
you
business?
one.
How can I become an entrepreneur? So we basically have that opportunity as well, where you can become an affiliate. You know,
Right.
what are you gonna do? Right. So an affiliate basically just offer the financial services that we just talked about. Imagine how many people are out there who needs a personal loan, who needs a business loan, who needs to get their credit fixed. How many business owners are out there that they don't have business credit and that their personal credit, it sucks because all of the expenses of the business are in their personal credit.
Right.
So basically, by you being an affiliate, you can offer these services. This is your own business. Okay. You can basically start at, let's say a lot of people don't have an LLC, and that's okay, because we're going to help you build that LLC, and you are going to market yourself. You're going to have your own logo, your own business name.
Exciting that is.
Yeah, because I do have knowledge also on real estate. So my company is called the 4A's Real Estate and Financial Team LLC. And basically I do both. You know, I do deals in real estate. I'm not a realtor, but I do offer deals, and I make deals myself. And I also offer the financial services. Everything is just in one thing.
Nice.
There's people who like, well, I want to buy the property, but I just haven't find the bank, you know, and we offer real
Like
estate.
looking at it right here.
You don't need to go nowhere. So yeah, we definitely have those real estate investments where you can get money for that property. There's some people like, well, I have the business of transportation. I want to get another truck. But I just don't know how to do it. So we get a business loan and all of that. So everything is there. Yeah. And if they don't get approved, then we start with fixing their credit, building a business credit, and we can reapply it in a couple of months. So people have their own business. And one of the things that I do love the most, it's you do it on your own time. Okay. When I graduated, I was telling them, I love what I did, you know, learning experience, the whole college life. But once I graduated, I was like,
I know that's what I'm afraid is going to happen to my kid. But I don't know.
No, it's not. And I'm still like in my career, because I graduated with a major in finance and HR. So I still deal with people, and I'm in the finance industry, but for myself.
Right.
I don't work for nobody.
Now you know why I'm in there.
Yeah. So that's the thing, you know, it's, yeah, we get excited about how much money we can make when we have a degree, but did they even tell you how many hours you're going to be working per week? Did they even
tell how much your loan is for the school?
Yeah. Did they?
That first year, you're not going to make nothing.
Exactly. They even tell you that you are replaceable. Like,
yeah,
they can definitely replace you, you know, in one day. So that's when I decided to start my own thing. And I was also working in the construction field, and I still do some deals for my boss as well, because it's like home remodeling. So you see how everything has become, you know, attached, because I learned a lot about home remodelation, how we can fix and flip a house, all about materials and all of those things. So basically, you know, after that, I started my own thing, and my other job is actually my part-time, but it's my own thing that I'm doing now. It's I'm marketing my own business. I'm helping my community, and there's millions, billions of people out there who needs financial services, because they don't have the knowledge. They don't know what to do, and they're just stuck there. You know, they don't see a solution for this. So having a daughter will actually, it made me realize, you know, I do not want to be always working and don't spend time with my daughter.
Right.
Like myself, I grew up without a mom, because my mom came here when I was 1.5 years old. I saw her again when I was 16.
Oh, wow.
So it was like, I don't want to repeat the same story, where you gotta work 60 to 70 hours per week and still don't make it enough. You know? So that's when I realized, like, it gotta have to change the whole family thing, you know. And this has given me the ability to do it when I want to, and I love it. You know, sometimes it's like 2 a.m. that I just wake up with so many ideas, and I just start writing.
Oh, I'm not the only one.
Yeah, it's just crazy. But yeah, it's like I don't have to ask permission for to go to a field trip with my daughter. You know, it's me. It's my own business. And I'm not saying it's easy, because being an entrepreneur is not easy either.
Right.
But this time it's
worth it.
It's worth it, and it's for yourself.
Mhm.
And all the people that you meet along the way, all those experiences that you're going through, it's just amazing. I love what I do, and it's an opportunity for everybody.
Right.
You know, as long as you are coachable, you know, you have
Yeah.
determination,
Mhm.
you really
Right.
want to change your
life.
your life. Sometimes it's because some people are scared
Your
of change.
situation.
Yeah, your situation.
Yeah.
It's
But there's a
basi-
lot of stay-at-home moms, you know.
Exactly. There's many moms, you know, they're staying at home. There's like, I just don't know what to do. So
Or COVID has really
COVID.
pivoted everybody being able to be employed. So many people didn't get to go to work because there was no schools open.
Right.
So some people had the opportunity to work from home. Some jobs allowed it and some didn't. So then what happened with them? So I think this is a good opportunity.
Exactly. I think that was my best year, 2020. For some
Yeah.
people, it was
Well, and two, like we're having inflation, you know, a lot of
Mhm.
things, some people barely had enough last year. Now that things have gone up, gas and,
Yeah.
and pretty much everything,
Mhm.
it's a good time to start, you know, instead of complaining and saying like, oh my God, start thinking of something. Okay, what am I good at? And how can I start making money? Turn that into an LLC. Then you can start, you know, using your house,
Mhm.
taking off, say, hey, I'm renting my house, renting
Mhm.
an office, start paying yourself
Yeah.
for that rent space, and just start building something,
Help
you know?
yourself as you help others.
Yeah. So,
Mhm.
I mean, and I know a lot of people get scared because it's like, wow, I gotta, yes, you do. Yes, you do. You gotta put in the work.
everybody.
it's-
Yeah.
It's kind of like we can sell you the dream, but the hustle's, you know, sold
It's
separately.
separate.
You know,
Yeah.
But
that's
when it's something that is built for yourself, I think you take a different aspect of energy for it.
right.
Yeah.
Because now you can appreciate this is not going to grow unless I grow it for me.
Right.
And nothing is more valuable than what you grow for yourself. A lot of people I know, they don't want to. I heard it this morning. Somebody was like, well, that's not my job. That's not what I do. This is for you, not for me. That's a shitty mentality.
That is the dumbest
You know,
mentality.
I
to
mean,
have.
it is. I mean, first of
They don't
all,
sound abundant. Or
yeah,
nothing.
You know, that's just their limitations on
Mhm.
life. Not knowing that I had saw a person do a video and I was like, damn, you know, they did a video and I was already thinking like, you know what, I'm gonna give her a raise and bonus her. To hear those words from that person was like, bam. I was like, wow,
Really?
stay where you're at. Mhm. Stay
Maybe
where
Well,
you're at.
there you
that's
go.
where they're happy.
That's where you're happy.
Yeah.
Because you based yourself on limitations. You based yourself on prize and possession. $1. You are worth $1. You're not letting somebody grant you what your value is, you know?
Right.
And that's just so sad because don't walk around with the mentality of I need a pat on my back for everything because the person
Mhm.
that you want the most attention from isn't even paying attention. You need to pay attention to the ones that are paying attention, and you're not going to know because it's going to your praise is going to come from different avenues,
Right.
not from the ones you expect it to come
Yep.
from. Yeah,
That's
because
right.
the people who are with you every day will not applaud you as much as somebody who is not near you every single day, and that's
Mhm.
the truth.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
and-
you for your comment earlier.
You're welcome.
Yeah, but a lot of people are, as you said, they're afraid. They're like,
Mhm.
"Oh my God, I never start a business. I really don't know what to do." And
Right.
that's the great thing about our opportunity. That when you start with us, you're basically gonna have your own website. You know, where you can mark. Yeah, you're gonna have your own website. You're gonna have like a whole back office where
Mhm.
you have everything there, thousands of videos, thousands of documents where
Mhm.
you basically can do it on your own time. Like it's either you're having lunch, you want to watch a video, you're driving, you're listening to videos as well. So
Mhm.
it's just amazing how you can make it happen just on your own time.
Right.
And definitely we have trainings. Christina joined us a couple of weeks ago, and I'm there for her. You know, I'm like, you're part of my team, and we're gonna make this happen. Yeah,
Mhm.
sometimes we just feel like, oh, I don't want to do anything. I'm like, get up. Yeah, you know, it's you have that person next to you who's gonna push you.
Mhm.
Hey, let's do it. What's really going on? Why are you not posting? Why are you not on trainings? And it's not that I'm gonna do the job for you. No,
Mhm.
I'm gonna be there to support you, but definitely
Like
this
an
is
accountability coach.
this is a business where everything is in front of you.
Mhm.
Every single thing that you can imagine, it's there, like trainings, videos,
Yeah.
documents.
And that's good.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that they love that they want someone to hold them accountable because
Yeah.
they're like, if you leave it up to me, I'm not gonna do it.
I'm not gonna do it.
But and I know like a lot of like, that's where they're like, oh, I need a workout partner, or I need some kind of partner that's gonna tell me. So that's what you offer is great, right?
Right.
Because you're gonna hold and guide them through the whole thing and see like if there's moms out there that are not doing anything, I mean, you don't got really nothing to lose to try this.
There's nothing to lose.
I mean, it's an
because
opportunity.
whatever,
Christmas is coming.
Christmas is coming.
You know.
Yeah, I remember last year. I think it was a week before Christmas, and the company was just making double promotion, double bonuses for everything. I think my check for 1 week was like
a good time to sign up.
$5,000. Yeah, it was $5,000, and I'm not saying you're gonna make that. You can even make double.
You're gonna work up
more
to
than
it.
that, less than that. There's some people who, well, now that we have another platform, if you do a business long over $1 million, yeah, you can have a check like that just in 1 week.
That's easy.
Yeah, exactly. So
Hey, Christina's gonna get everybody in her company to sign up. Damn. All right, I got one store, Christina.
No, but a lot of people don't understand that, it doesn't matter what business. It could be a landscaping business. I'm promoting here. It could be a tire business, hair business. It could be any business. But if you won't know unless you don't know. So just give me a call. I do work. I'm not just at home doing nothing. I got to work now. But you know what? I thank God that I've never had limitations to know anything. My grandfather said, perfect one thing. My grandmother would say, perfect one thing. And my grandfather would say, do everything you feel you want to do. And I'm like, okay, Grandpa, but I don't know what it is. He goes, yeah, you could be whatever you want.
And she sure did.
Yeah, whatever I want. And I never lost at a business. I either sold it or went on to something else, but it's only been at higher
But the
points.
experience that you get, you learn, you
have to learn sales.
Yeah.
And you have to learn how to talk. If you do not know how to talk, you will not get your point across your product. If you don't believe in the product you sell, you are not going to be able to sell a product. I would never represent something that I would not use myself, because how can I sell you something that is a disservice or disadvantage to you just to gain $1? That's why you have no credibility, because you're always just doing whatever it takes to make a buck.
Right.
But when you are a person of service, you really are attached to the business and the people that are in you gain a community, because somebody always sends me somebody, people call me, hey, you got water heaters, you got this, you got that, having a Home Depot right across the street, but they'll call me. Why? I've built the relationship. And when my store burned down, I told people, they're like, do you need anything or whatever? All I need is your support. My support isn't send me $1. I don't have to ask nobody for nothing. Go buy some trash bags. Keep my stores going. That's it. Show me your support in that aspect. When I believe in somebody, like Ninoska, I'll talk about it. If I ain't talking about it, that's when you got to worry about something.
She brought me here.
Yeah. If I don't believe in it, I'm not going to talk about it. But there's certain people out there that I listen to, and I bring people on mostly to share. And if I have an opportunity that I would invest in, I would say you should too, because it's a business in a box. And this is the trick for her. I was like, well, it's really not. It really didn't bother me, not because I just had the money to do it, because it's not a lot. But the thing is that I'm actually benefiting from it, because I'm getting a business, fixing my credit, myself. And it's like it just came out for free. I was like, damn, this shit was really for free. Ninoska, like, it's no brainer. And then I was like, okay, is there a catch at the end? No. So I was like, man.
And now every time you sign in, like, so if I sign, I'll go it under her. So how will she get paid? How will that work?
Later,
whenever would I start?
Yeah,
I'm
so
like, girl,
you put that under your girl. You built your team.
So that's
who wants to be on my team?
I know I'm talking.
If you want to be in mine, press 1. That's funny.
We're very open, guys. We're gonna do everything together anyway.
Yeah, but you see, it's that's one of the things that I love the most. It's you can do whatever you want because see, we're building a team here. So Christina, it's in my team, and then she's gonna be in her team. So we're just a whole team. Now there's people who are like, I just don't like to deal with people. I
Yeah.
don't want to bring no
Mm-mm.
people. Okay,
No.
perfect. You
Yeah.
don't have to do it. You know, you can just offer the services. You know,
Yeah.
you can offer business loans, personal loans,
Mhm.
business credit. You don't have to build a team if you don't want to. But
Right.
I promise you, there's people out there that wants to do the same thing that you're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
So how are you gonna go about that? Because they're gonna,
Train
hey,
them.
I want to do the same thing. You know,
Mhm.
how can I join you?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. You're gonna see it always happen
Mhm.
Yeah.
because there's thousands of people that don't know that these opportunities exist.
Right.
Right.
And they're just there. So
Yeah.
basically now you're gonna build your team, and our team is growing. You know,
Yeah.
our team is growing, and you get paid weekly.
Yeah.
That's
There
the
you go.
thing.
Mhm.
So for personal loans and business loans, that's different because it's basically like 2 weeks, 3 weeks period.
Mhm.
And it all depends how fast the client moves, because sometimes the lenders, that's another thing that I want to tell y'all, it's we're not only one lender. So when somebody wants a personal loan, we're going to do a pre-approval.
Mhm.
It doesn't affect your credit, because
Right.
that's the
Hey.
first question they're gonna say, is that gonna affect my credit? No,
No.
because we're just doing a pre-approval. We put your personal information, and more than 200 lenders will see your information, and they will give you an offer. So let's say you're looking for $10,000. You put your information, and there's 15 lenders there. Hey, I will lend you $15,000 for 3 years at this percentage. You know, there's other ones, hey, I give you 20. Hey, so you are the one who knows what is the best fit for you, because I also have people who are flippers, like they don't care what interest rate they get,
Yeah.
because they know in 2 or 3 months they're gonna have it back.
Mhm.
So it all depends on the goal that you have.
Right.
There's other people who are looking for a more flexible interest rate. So, and your credit is only gonna get run once after the pre-approval. After you choose the best offer, then we do an actual application, and that's when your credit gets run one time, and that's it. Because what's the difference with us and Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, that it's only them.
Mhm.
Your credit is gonna get run once. You're denied. Bye.
Yeah.
Period.
Bye,
You know.
Felicia.
Yeah.
No, and
Exactly.
it's true, because I just did a loan for a person. We got the deal out of North Carolina, and I'm in Texas, and I'm doing everything from the computer, doing loans in North Carolina.
Mhm.
And what he didn't understand is I shopped it for him, and what they were going to charge him 12 and 14, it's at 7.5.
Wow.
You know, and that's a purchase. That's an actual flip loan. Those things
Nice.
don't really, right, for us. That's like,
Christina, I want
I
you.
know you got that loan. You better get on my team, girl.
Yeah.
Sign me up in your team. Hey, Christina Castillo, I'm gonna go see you at your office right now.
No, but it's really true, because see, now that I have this, and I want you to understand this, how I have to think like if it was for myself, right? So basically, my guy in North Carolina, he has this thing, they're going to give him a purchase loan, 90%, and he's only putting 10% down, which is really nothing on his purchase. But the thing is that he's like, I have the money, but I got to show this. And this is why you need to talk to somebody that knows what they're doing. I said, okay, leave your money there. We're going to do the loan for him for his business, because he's been in business like 2 years, and he has the experience. So he's a tier 1. So basically, what am I going to do? I'm going to get him the money for the repairs. So then I'm going to show them he has the funds for the repairs. The cash in the bank is going to stay there.
Yeah.
And then he's going to be at a 90-10. So with a 7.4 interest. So
Great.
there you go.
There you go, guys.
Yeah.
There you go.
But that's where you have to know somebody who knows how to sit back, look, analyze, and monopolize. Because this world is a monopoly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a monopoly. And
Yep.
we have to be able to get those little houses, put them there, get the money in. We might pay a little bit of a higher interest, but work with somebody who can find you the best rate. That's the difference about working with an actual broker that doesn't just have the experience. I mean, the knowledge or the product.
It's
We have the
experience.
experience, because I know where you need to be, where you need to get out of this deal, you know, because think about it. Your interest payments only are being calculated every freaking month, you know, and then you got to count that. People don't count from start to finish. What I usually do, and this is what I tell everybody, I get a clothesline, and I write everything down, and I put it in there, and then I see where it fits, and then that's my flow chart. and it's always different
Mhm.
because every building is different. My husband laughs because I have strings hanging.
Dang, I can only imagine her office.
Yeah, I don't have clothes hanging. I
Hey,
got
she's
those
over here
papers.
trying to solve a crime.
Yeah.
Over here.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I'm gonna have to take Destiny.
I know. I was like,
When
okay,
we
where
go
am I
to her
gonna
office,
sit
like,
over here?
Yeah, I gotta get you the paper. It looks
Well,
like a
the
little
reason-
hippie room.
Yes.
No, but that's what it is. You have to know exactly what it is, what's your strategy, what's your plan, and know that your plan doesn't always go as planned, but what is your exit? But your exit also has to have an exit. An exit. It just has to. But I really like, what we talked about. What else could you talk about your product?
Well, as I said, one of the main things that inspired
Just sign up.
me.
Sign up. That's
Just
all I
sign
can
up.
say.
But it's just the opportunity that you have to be yourself.
Mhm.
It's just that opportunity that you will have your own thing,
Mhm.
that you will grow.
Yeah.
You will know aspects of yourself that you didn't thought you had them.
Right.
Because there's many business partners that I have, they were just stay-at-home moms,
Yeah.
and they were just there. The father was providing for everything in their families, and they thought that there's nothing out there for them.
Yeah.
And being able to
I see
help
that
them
happen
grow,
a lot.
yeah, being
Mhm.
able to help them growth and see a vision for themselves,
Right.
it's amazing. Like that's the most rewarding thing that I have had
Mhm.
during this experience. And the services are amazing.
Right.
We have high demand in
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
everything that we offer.
Right.
And you as an affiliate, the only thing you gotta do is just to look for the people,
Mhm.
because company take care of everything. There's people who like, I don't want to join you because my credit is bad. How am I
Mhm.
gonna teach somebody if I am horrible with
Hey,
my own
credit's
finance?
messed up. You want to join my team?
We'll do it together.
With
Come on,
my
join the messed up credit team.
with my own finances. But it doesn't matter, because in your affiliation, you're also gonna fix your credit for free.
Right.
You're gonna
But
learn
you're doing
a lot.
something about it.
Right.
So
Exactly,
that's,
you're doing
Mhm.
something about it, and
Yeah.
then you're gonna fix your
you could
credit.
call yourself, I'm doing the something about it team.
Write it down. Write
And
it
then
down.
definitely, I can't discuss. So, but yeah, definitely, it's something where you're gonna fix your credit. You're gonna get the knowledge needed for you not to go back to the same situation where you
Right.
started.
Mhm.
Because that's
Yeah.
the thing, you
Yeah.
gotta find ways to improve yourself. And now
Mhm.
you're not just doing it for yourself, because as Christina said, it was just like a brain thing when she
Yeah.
saw the whole platform, when she
Mhm.
saw how sophisticated and
Mhm.
detailed it's the portal for the clients.
Right.
Easy to understand. It basically enlists all the accounts that the person has, and it says this is positive, this is negative.
I already got 10 people. I'm going to sign up.
Well, I'll tell you what's very important, and I want you to hear this. Andrea, how much did it cost for you to build Podio?
It cost me $5,000.
Mm-hmm. And then when you do maintenance and management on the changes, how many times have you had already changed it since you built it?
Oh, about at least 5 times.
Yeah, so there you
No.
go. But one of the things is that you're getting a platform. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
You're gonna die when I tell you the price.
Go for it. Tell them, girl. Tell
They're
them.
ready?
Mhm. Tell them.
Yes, the only thing that you really gotta pay to become an affiliate with us is just $349
Nice.
And then you have your $99 fee for your platform
every month.
every month. But remember, Andrea paid like $5,000 for her platform. These platforms, as the laws and everything
Mhm.
changes,
It gets updated.
Updates.
Yeah,
I would
so
pay
it
the
gets all the
99.
updates. So you're paying the 99. Everything is done. You submit it, and then everybody else on the back end is taking care of it.
everything.
I'm going to tell you what is different for me. This morning, I broke it down because I'm always messing with my husband's head with numbers. I said, look, if we make this much per month, this much is profit. Let's take that out of this much. Okay. So from here, we've got utilities. From here, we've got salaries. From here, we've got reorder and stock. From here, this is all you stay with, mofo. So then,
$5.
yeah, he was like, he looked at me crazy. And I was like, so I want you to think about something.
Plus the cents that she owns to the IRS.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I got credit next year with
Bill
them.
was 73
They owe me, but they won't pay me now. I'm gonna go knock on their door. Shit, I actually got
Put a lien
credit.
on them.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a lien on them. Damn it. Yeah, but that'll be another freaking story. But it's so crazy. But the thing is, what you understand is You're not paying overhead. You don't have to pay your processors. You don't have to pay your secretary. It's you working with somebody and just sending them over. I see her with her social media, which is very important. Her social media, the way she does her your
Marketing.
yeah, her marketing, it's on point. Her marketing caught me. And then the reason
Nice.
why I reached out to her was because I have my guy from North Carolina and I know we need business credit. Now I did get him because I have the hardware store. I gave him a line of credit, which was with the regular Synchrony, but that's only 10, 15,000. But if you are a builder or whatever, and you can get 2, 3, 4, 5,000, get the card, start using it because it's 0% interest for 6 to 12 months. So you really want to take advantage of somebody giving you the money and saying, I'm not going to charge you nothing, but I'm going to build your credit.
Exactly.
So that's what I tell people. I call, believe me, every day at the end of the day, I tell everybody, give me the numbers. I get the numbers. I'm like, hey, this is Christina Franco. I was just calling to see, you're working on something. And this is exactly what I said. Hey guys, this is Christina with Martin's Hardware. I was calling because I saw that you made a purchase over at my store. I was wondering by chance, you have a business. And if by any chance, are you needing any type of lines of credit? Boom. All the time I get about 10 to 15 a day.
Ooh,
damn,
we gotta
bro.
look to it today.
Hey, you got you a good one under your team.
know.
Can we start over and I can get her under mine?
I got it.
Hey, I'm a recruiter again.
You really have to learn how to communicate, guys. And if it was me, let's say if I was Andrea's marketer and she still had her hair salon, beautiful, nice hair salon, went there, whatever. So if I had to call and she was like, hey, Christina, I need a promoter. I need somebody to call in my clients or whatever. She gave me a number. Hey there, Miss So-and-so, this is Christina. I work with Andrea. I'm in her office. I was seeing that she's not booked on these certain days. Would you like to come in, maybe book an appointment? That's it.
Sells.
It sells. It doesn't matter what it is. Hey, guy, you haven't rotated your tires in about a month. You better shit on.
A minus. Hey, I noticed you don't have a for sale sign outside, but do you want to sell? Do you happen to want to sell?
That's it. You have to turn on your mindset. How bad do you want it? What makes sense to you? What's going to make sense to the person on the other side of
Right.
your conversation? It's very important. And that's what I'm saying. I call people and I negotiate and I talk for other people. I'll be like, hey, you know what? You're going to probably need some marketing. You better call you out of media right now. Okay, go. 832 what I say. Put it in the comments, Jesus. But that's one of the things. And you network with people, and your network is your net worth. And I'm going to tell you something. 9 times out of 10, if I'm affiliated with you in any kind of way, I've been promoting your business. Why? Because your business, your growth is my growth. Because I only want to hang with people that grow. And if I could be a help to that, why not?
Yeah,
I think it's important.
Absolutely. And there's some people who'll be like, well, how do I market? Where do I
Where
start?
do I start?
Because she does have the skills,
Mhm.
and there's something that we're gonna help you develop as well.
Right.
Anybody that I see outside of anywhere,
Mhm.
I just ask, how is your credit score?
Yeah. Let's start right there.
Let's just start. Yeah, exactly. So it's you. We're gonna help you develop those sales skills, and there's thousands of people like Christina. They already have the mindset and all of this, but there's nothing that you should feel like, hey, I'm not that good, because the actual platform, because we also have, and that's how I got her too. I sent her an interactive presentation, and that's basically a presentation where it shows the whole thing, but it's interactive where people are answering the questions that is asking them. Once she finished, look, this is a marketing strategy. Once she finished watching that presentation, I got a text message. Hey, Christina Franco finished her presentation. It is time for you to follow up.
Ooh, I love it.
So I just call her and here she is.
Yeah. And you know what?
You just gave me a great idea.
Mom, look at the text I just sent you. No, but it's really important, guys, because there's so many people that what she's offering could help you. And what I always tell people, the reason why I even tell Andrea I've never really charged anybody to train them, teach them, or anything is because I want to see you invest the money in you, not me. Yes, I'll pay some training or whatever. I mean, if it better be something real damn good. But the thing is that I cannot spiritually easily take 5, 10, 20, $30,000 from somebody and say, I'm going to teach them something that I could just send them some videos on YouTube. I can't do that. But realistically, I can build my team though. Because like I told Andrea years ago, when we all met at my table, I mean, Andrea started finding, not just because of me, but because of her own interactions and energy, but what we all learned together, she started bringing me deals like crazy. And I could tell you that with what Andrea learned and saved me, because the money that she takes off of the high price, let's say she wanted 50 and she gave it to me for 40, that's 10,000. She has another one, she wanted 50, she gave it to me for 30, that's 20,000, that's 30,000. So through those years and that time of me investing time with her and in her and her me, however, it paid me back. And that's how you work for your money. You know, I don't take from no one. I don't think it's right to, but if you have something that you can offer somebody that legitimately puts the responsibility in their pocket or their hands in their lap, there you go.
Yeah. The thing is, you cannot want it more than themselves.
So what if we set up a time and day, ladies, and get a class? You know, maybe we'll get some of the ladies that
if you want to
your kid is already in school, mom. You know, I think it's time for you to do something.
Yeah, and let me share something. Let me share something on that note. So I'm 50 years old, right? My youngest is 22. So only about 3-4 years ago, I experienced the empty nest. Meaning, what do I do now? My kids started driving at 16, 17. So for the past couple of years, I've been like, what do I do? You know, so I was really home and I was like a little chicken running here and there. My son's like, Mom, why are you over there doing this? Why are you over there doing that? What do I do? What do you want me to do? Sit home and be a grandma and knit? That's not me. You know, I started watching my grandkids and being with my grandkids, but you actually
find your purpose.
Yeah, it's time for me. It's my turn. It's my turn to find my purpose. And if you can do that while you still have your kids and let your kids understand that there's still a business, you know, there's business time, there's kid time, there's mom time, there's me time. You have to learn how to structure that. And nothing is better than a kid not seeing you just be mom at home. No knocks to it. But even if you do something,
don't attack us now.
Yeah, don't attack us now. But the thing is do something. I've always done something. I've always worked, and it can have backlash to that too. Because I got that one that says you were never there. You were always working. You were always doing something. But we live well,
right? You always have nice shoes on.
Yeah, we do good. No, but the thing is that it is finding balance, and I didn't learn about balance until much later because I'm Mexicana, so I'm just out there, you know, just running like a little hormiga. You know, that's it. You know, execute. You know, go do it. So that's
get him, Tiger.
Let me tell you a secret. She got on my nerves the first week, y'all. Because so this is me. When somebody joins my team, I kind of like to have that one-on-one conversation. Hey, what are your goals? You know, where are we taking this business?
Yeah, I mean, she took you all around the world. So what are your goals?
So what are you?
Hey, a whole hour of listening to Christina.
I know, I'm so winded. I tell people I'm so winded. Random.
So I was expecting this just normal meeting with her, you know, Zoom meeting. Like, hey, let's just talk about what are your goals in the business? What are we trying to do? At this point, we still haven't had that meeting. But it's just like that's how she runs. You know, and that's what I love about having a team is that everybody's different. Like, oh my God, she's like a tornado. Like,
hey, I'm not.
Y'all better hunker down.
Nothing less because
we're about to have a hurricane.
If you thought she was bad, like, damn, you were like, what the heck? No wonder you girls work together. Hey, we're both like tornadoes.
Yeah, we are like Tasmanian.
Right for me, y'all. Right for me. But it's just the difference in everybody's life, but that's the thing. She get the work done. I don't care how she.
It's gonna get done. Don't worry. I might have a long conversation, but what's gonna be?
Yeah, and yesterday was just I was driving and I had my phone there, and she's like, "Are you safe?" I'm like, "That's how I do. Like, I do that every day. Use the phone there, Zoom meetings, driving, and but it's just amazing all the things that you can do.
It's when you can catch me that you'll understand me. But if I'm in the middle of 100 things, I'm like, I'm still paying attention right here. I'm there.
Were you on the Zoom with her?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and she was doing like all these other things.
Yeah, I'm always
she's eating. She's like doing.
Like taking a phone call.
I said, hey, I meant today was a good fideo day.
No,
And she's trying to just explain the whole process. She can't even finish.
Yeah, I was driving. She was eating. She had like a whole documents here. She was watching the screen. She was watching the phone, but she was still paying attention to what I was saying. I was like, "Oh my god, can you do that?"
No, I'm telling you, I'm on
That's
mommy
how-
mode. Now I'm on grandmommy mode. It's like so crazy that's why I said, when you're that mom that's always in a rush, and once everybody's doing their own thing, you're like, now what?
I can picture myself like just calm.
Only Wednesday mornings. That's what my husband says. Only Wednesday mornings is when you are not going nuts. He told me that this morning. He's like, you sit there, get up, drink your coffee. He's like, you're podcasting today? I said, yeah. And he was like,
Good
okay.
What's so cute that Wednesday, like my kids, they already know, like, oh, mom, you're doing the podcast today. I think it's like cute. Like everyone knows Wednesday we're doing the podcast.
Yeah. And that's something you need to see, that structure that we just mentioned. Your kids start to interact with your schedule. Moms never have a true schedule other than the kids' soccer game, this game, that game, that. Everything is about a project and how I can just share my time with you. Go play, and I'm on my phone, whatever. But the thing is, some moms are involved. I wasn't. I was always on the beach texting. But the thing is that the truth be told, you find, you see that they find a way to interact with you.
Yeah.
You bring them back. And it's very important when you bring them back. And, I thought that was really good. But, and like I said, with this right here, being at home, I can do something that it's already kind of affiliated with everything that I do. I'll find a way to affiliate, even tacos. I'm like, I got a whole bunch of hungry men at the store. I'm going to make tacos.
And she buys tacos, sells them for like $2 more.
You know it. Yeah. Everybody makes money.
That's a good point you just made, because there's a lot of people out there, especially in this industry. We do have the time, but sometimes there's mom guilt.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm not spending a lot of time with my kids. Let me just sit down and spend time with them. And just in a couple of months, you're devastated because you are the same place. Yes, you feel good as a mom, but it's incredible how your kids adapt to what you do.
Yep.
And so for the moms out there, it's possible.
Yeah.
I have a 3-year-old, and at night, I always have Zoom meetings. She already knows when I have my Zoom meetings. She's just 3 years old. And she gets her table. And
she's having her own Zoom meetings.
No, she gets her table. Last time, I was just laughing because I was just cleaning my room, and I just saw she was quiet. So I just saw her from the door, and she actually had her table and her tablet in front of her, and she was just doing this. And I was like, why are you doing so many?
That's who was talking in the background yesterday, Alana, Reza's daughter. Yeah. And because I was eating the soup because she was mad because I wasn't sitting down. I was texting her like, I can't get on. And then as I got on, I had the soup. And then, no, she said she left her office to pick up the daughter. So I didn't know you were going to come on. So I was like, I got my soup. And I sat down, and Alana, she was the one talking in the back. She was the one going, I said, let me get out of here. So that's why I went outside. I was like, let me move.
Oh my God, I can imagine.
Yeah, but
they watch you.
They watch you. And then they got to understand also when your kids see that you're sacrificing a lot and that you're making all of these changes and for their life, your kids are going to grow, and they will see how you hustle during the whole time. They really do. And it's just like there's moms out there who like, I'm just not gonna do anything because I've had kids. Kids are not. Stop lying to yourself.
Right. Well,
it's not your kids.
That's one of the things I was telling Christina. Like a lot of moms, they're like, oh well, because of my kids, I can't do it. I mean, because of them, you should do it. You know. And I have 4 kids, so. But I take on a lot of pressure too. So some moms are like, oh, it's not worth it. I get it. But, mine is different, it's real estate. But starting this is a little more easy. All you got to do is talk to people. You talk to your friends all day.
That's something you do in your regular.
I know. It's just start recruiting and make money. So
make a team. Build your community. And you'll see how different it is. When I started going to Herbalife, it's so funny, but I didn't understand Spanish. I didn't know Spanish. I started hanging around over there, whatever I had to do.
Starting doing the Zumba.
Yeah, I started going Zumba, doing all that stuff, but really learning Spanish, communicating. My Hispanic community is so big. It's so crazy how big Zumba and all that is, but you build a team, and
Yeah.
you always get phone calls from somebody at random. It's so crazy, but sometimes that one phone call just makes a big difference. And I have such a big community that somebody's always calling me, so it's like good.
Mhm.
You really never feel alone.
But not only that, it's like out of all of those people, you never know, one of them could be a rock star under
Yeah.
your team, and it's
Mhm.
like that's it. You're getting paid for that
Yeah.
one person,
Mhm.
like I am under Christina.
Yeah.
She's about to enroll 10 more.
Yeah. But what I was going to tell you too is you can't be ashamed to say that you're working and you're going to earn something.
Yeah.
Because if we were just hanging out together and we didn't bring anything to each other, then what's the point? Then it's kind of like shame on you. I mean, I go to my hairstylist and I don't go in for free. I know I got to pay her, because that's her job. And I go visit her and take her coffee sometimes. But the thing is that, I got to respect people's time, because we do all have to make a living.
Right.
Yeah. So
absolutely.
it's okay. And if you expect something free, then you're not the type of person that somebody really needs to have in their life all the time.
Yeah.
Time waster. Time waster. No, I mean, like one of my greatest friends from high school, Christina. I mean, she helps me a lot with everything I need to do. When I was going through this whole damn fire thing, she just kept my business just rolling. And I can't. Who's gonna do that for you?
Yeah, I love Christina. She does the
Who's
same.
gonna do it for you? Nobody. Shit. I came over here one day and they're like, Christina, do you still want to do the podcast? Damn right. Show must go on. We got to do it. I came in here with chanclas and I just changed the tops.
And she still had ashes on her hair. I was like, damn, girl, no. She smelled like barbecue. Hey, I'm over here next to her, like what? Like, is somebody cooking?
I smelled like barbecue for like 5 or 6 days. My car still smells like barbecue because I took paperwork that I could pick out. Oh, my house smells like oh my god. Everything smells like briskets. Like, oh my god.
It's just like when you do everything.
Damn, she said that I'm hungry.
She always gets hungry. Damn Louise.
When you do everything like for a purpose and from your heart,
Yeah.
so you definitely get blessed.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
for
that's
sure.
something that I have learned along the way, in this industry. It's I get to meet people like y'all, like I just one day, things change, and it's because the passion and the willingness that I have to help other people. I do love seeing people's growth,
Right.
and that's something that I've been able to see in our team. Like people who really didn't have a vision before,
Right.
and now you see them running a business. People who didn't know anything about marketing, about how to create a flyer, how to take pictures, all of that, and it's just incredible how you see their growth every day. Then there's other people who give up, along the way, and that's okay. It's like it's a business, and you gotta be for your business because this time is for you.
Right.
It's not you giving up on a job. It's not you're giving up on just any company. It's your company.
Right.
When somebody gives up on this, it's basically, are you giving up on yourself? Because you gotta put everything you got
Right.
to make it work, and you're gonna do it. You're not gonna do it alone. You're not gonna do it by yourself. It's you have a community. You have a group that's gonna be helping you along the way, teaching you, and you gotta be coachable in willingness and being willing to learn everything and take everything to the next level. So this industry has shown me that you don't even, there's a lot of people who are millionaires right now and they don't even finish high school in this industry. So this industry doesn't judge you on your background. It doesn't matter. If there's people that they didn't even know how to turn on a computer,
Yeah.
but they're a master marketing, like a recruiting. Nobody can say no to them.
Yeah.
So when I meet people that
Where are those people at?
Where you at?
I met them. But you gotta basically embrace your strengths and work on your weaknesses. And there's some people who waste their time on, oh my god, I'm not good at that. I can't talk like her. I don't think I'm gonna enroll people.
Hang out with me. You'll talk like me real quick.
Well, it's kind of like us when we started the podcast.
Yeah,
I mean, oh my god, have you seen the first couple of
saw it?
episodes?
I was like,
man, they were bad.
My hair I was still bald. I think I wore
They were really bad. But it's okay. We kept going, you know, and we didn't know what we were doing. But that's how it is.
That's how it started, because I was in the financial industry already, but just network marketing was new to me. But the fact that it really got me was like this, what I'm gonna offer is something that people needs.
Right.
Yeah, that's what
That's when my whole
it is.
game
Interesting.
changed, and I wouldn't change my life or my career, because it's me making an impact on other people. It's I have grown a lot. I have experienced a lot of stuff, and seeing other people grow, it's just amazing. This is something that anybody can do, as long as they're willing and do whatever it takes to make it happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what really fascinates me the most is when I see you post your pictures with the actual community, and I really can't wait to meet some of them, is when y'all have y'all's get-togethers and y'all all are together, and you're relatable. You're able to talk to people at your level, with things that they can relate to. Okay.
Okay, she's going to the restroom.
I'm gonna write that down, Andrea.
Write it down.
She had to take a bathroom break. That was me the other day. No, but seriously, you're able to grow a community, and actually, like that's how I started, even like with Herbalife, going and talking to ladies and
You gotta
people.
be relatable.
You have to be relatable.
Yeah.
You have to chameleonize not just your personality, but your spirit. You have to be able to listen and not always give your opinion. Just be the person that listens, and you'll understand somebody more than be like, trying to be a doctor at something that you didn't even, you don't even have the right medication to prescribe. You don't. You really just have to be a relatable person, talk to people, and just, if you can genuinely help, just help.
Yeah, we're having our you're gonna meet everybody when we're having our convention in January. It's gonna be in Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know exactly where, but and we have our having our Thanksgiving dinner too in my house, so you're gonna be there.
All right, I will be there.
But it's basically the community, because there's people who really they feel alone, In network marketing, I see a lot of people who really don't succeed, and it's sometimes. Well, I gotta tell you that the success in every person depends on you and you only. However, it's different when you have a support system. It's different when somebody's there to guide you, and it's not gonna judge you because you don't know how to do certain things. Like that's my thing. We're gonna embrace your strengths, and we're gonna work on your weaknesses. Because you may not be good talking, but you're great, holding a team together. Doing presentations and stuff like that. So everybody has their own, strengths, and it's just amazing. There's just some people don't know what you're good at. And when they really discover, it's just a whole game changer.
Yeah, because it's just a practice. It's a practice. And I think if, I'd like to see some of you on our team, and whoever gets on, I'd like to build that community. I really like Andrea's back.
I was writing my ideas down, guys, before I forget.
And she's going to have some ideas. But I think Andrea and I are very strong in many fields. I think, me, I bring, the older generation. Andrea brings the millennial generation. And I think combining the two has really married into something bigger than what a lot of people have. Some people can only talk to these people, and some can only talk to those. And I think that we've just both kind of married the generations. And, and I mean, it's a good thing. A lot of people used to say, oh my God, you're old, you shouldn't be around that crowd. It's not even about that. You just have to be relatable and just hold your grounds for respect, and that's it. And you're not gonna, if you expect nothing from somebody other than a business relationship, that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna stay on that topic. And I think,
some people are so afraid and scared to share their story, but it can be one person out there in the crowd who's gonna relate with your story, and your story is gonna make like a whole impact.
Well, I got a whole lot of people I can relate to, because I got a whole bunch of stories.
She sure does. She relates with everybody.
Everybody.
Anything that happened to you, she's like, oh yeah, that happened to me before.
It happened to me.
You know who reminds me of Billy Martinez? He has a story. I'm like, I feel bad. He goes, yeah, that happened to me. He's like, I took a loss here.
He was in the store yesterday, and I missed him. I didn't get to see him. Shout out to Billy. Yeah,
we love Billy.
Yeah, but no, most seriously, man, I really appreciate that you came out here and really explain to people. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna start growing our community in something else. We didn't know in what direction to take it, but why not more finance? That's all we do.
Finance. And what I love, and I told Christina, it's like I love meeting women like her, meeting women like Shay. Because I'm constantly learning something
She's very
from
spiritual.
them.
Very
You know, like
spiritual.
when I talked to Shay last time, you know, she made me really think about a lot of things. And then now talking to her today, I'm like, wow, you know, she made me think about a lot of things. So it's like, grow your community, because that's going to grow your knowledge. There's a lot of things that we don't know, you know, and if you don't know what you don't know until you put yourself out there, you surround yourself with people that are actually wanting to grow, wanting to learn, wanting to do things in life. You know, I mean, people you guys are at home, you're not doing nothing, you know, probably gossiping with friends. Why don't you just surround yourself with the right people that want you to grow? We're here to grow, not just like, hey, it's not about the money. It's about the freedom that comes with making money that we love. And then why not, if you're already a mom, don't you want to build that freedom? So I love my freedom. I love that I can take off any day I want. I can go have lunch with my kids anytime I want. I want to go on vacation. If I, you know, I'm always booking trips randomly, you know, not like vacations, but just like work trips. But let me clarify that, right? Clarify that. I don't got it like that.
We got to write that off.
Right. But what I'm saying is that freedom. I'm like, hey, Christina, let's go over here to Tampa. We got to go do this for business. Hey, let's go. I don't have to be like, oh, well, let me see, you know, things like that. So building that freedom, guys, is very important. And like I said, women, surround yourself with other women. We're not here for competition. Who's better than what? We're here to build each other up because we know your struggles. We go through what you go through, your frustration of being a mom, wife, you know, trying to figure out who you are. So it's a lot for women. I mean, we do a lot. So why not get on a community that you can vent to, you know, give you guidance, direction, so that way you don't feel like you're alone. You know, and that's what we want to build.
We want to build your business.
Whatever
it is,
like build a bitch.
That's build a bitch. So bitch is bringing in the
I don't know that.
TCH. Hold on.
I don't know what it stands for, but I like it.
Bringing in the creative hustle. That's what it was.
I like it.
The bitch was bringing in creative, you know, hustle. So that's what it was. And
it
it
could
just
be a good topic for that.
Yeah, it really is. That was build a bitch. Everybody's like, bitch, like, why build a bitch? You have to understand that sometimes you have to be a little bitchy with yourself. We're such givers. We're such nurturers. We give so much of ourselves, but how much do we give to our own self? And, you know, sometimes you have to be a little bit greedy with your time. My husband freaks out when I'm like, no, go get it yourself. And he's like, You know, well, the thing is, I mean, come on, dude, the fucking remote's right there. Go get it, you know? Change the channel. You change the channel. It's okay. Sometimes I just like to fight. It's okay. You know, you want that interaction. Spark it up. Hell no, go get your own damn water. It's okay. You know, and sometimes I just do it randomly. And he's like, oh my God, there you go again. Yeah, I'm building a bitch. It's all right. But bringing in the creative hustle was brought from us because we were just thinking about it one day and we're like, damn, we need to build a brand. No, let's build a bitch. Let's build some big bitches. Let's go out
bad
there.
Bitch.
Bad bitches. Let's go get some bad bitches. And bitch is not a bad word. It's not a bad word. It's just a word. But to us, it's just
it could be two different things. It could be a bad bitch or a little bitch. You don't want to be a little bitch. No, you want to be a bad bitch.
But definitely we're gonna be creating that class.
Yeah, we're gonna get the date together. We will put it down there. And if you guys really want to go there, just put build a bitch, put class, put whatever.
No, put one.
Yeah, one. Yeah, do it, and then we can just send you the invite or whatever, and we'll set it up.
Yeah, drop your email so we can send you an invite.
Yeah,
we're excited about this.
Yeah, really. It's a lot to learn, guys. It's a lot to learn. It's very, but you really want to be in a good community. I think a lot of you ladies are going to have an open door to something. I mean, it's like I tell Andrea, think about it when you offer yourself to somebody. What would you work for a month or a day? Could I pay you enough? No. But when we're volunteering ourselves to help you grow, just because we want to grow our community, I think it's fair. I think it's very fair because we come with a lot of experience and knowledge. And remember, if you have any business or anything, call me. Go on, Dad. Put your click on.
Yeah, right. If you're selling a house, call me.
Need gap blending, call me. All right, guys. I want to thank you so much. Ninoska, I really want to thank you for coming out. Yes, and if they want to reach you, how can they reach you?
All right, guys. So thank you so much for having me. It has been an amazing time. I really love to educate our people. And if you guys look for me in Instagram, I have for meets Entrepreneur 94. And then my Facebook is just Ninoska Soto. So you guys can reach out to me or you guys can give me a call, 281-571-1544. Yes, I'm that crazy one who shared their phone number. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
You have to.
Yeah, exactly. But thank you so much for having me. Thank you for all of you guys who are watching. It was an amazing time, and we hope to hear from y'all. I know you guys want to know more about what we do.
And we'll keep you posted on that date of when we're going to meet up. And I know even no obligation, just come out and check it out. Maybe it's something you'd like to do. Anyway,
Thank y'all.
thank you.